Hello, this is going to be my community engagement project by me, Timothy Martin. All right, let's just get started. Let me see if there we go. Alrighty, so we have been assigned to complete about 10 hours of community engagement projects. And over the past few weeks, I've been journaling my community engagement projects that I've been able to partake in with the time permitted. Overall, I had the ability to do 4 community engagement projects. My one regret is I wish I could have just done so much more. Alrighty. So here we have listed out our 4 activities. Our first activity was mushroom farming on the 11th of November, and then our second activity was some heating and cooling work, which was on the 7th of November. And I will get into explaining all these on their individual and separate rights. And then that should say activity 3. But for that, it was produce waste. And then for my last activity, it was maintenance for the elderly, done on November 17th, which evidently was yesterday. Depending on when you watch this video. Today is the 18th in my time. Alrighty. So first up, we have the mushroom farming. Like I said, it was on the 2nd of November. Here's the location, is the address right behind Casa Radenya, which is a famous winery that a lot of people their families get married at or whatever. And I started at 11:30 in the morning and I ended at 1:30 p.m. So basically, I was assigned and I was told to disinfect mushrooms, including lion's mane and blue oysters. I would go around with a disinfectant bottle and spray off all of the fungus or all of the pink and green bacteria that would be growing on the product, so it could be sold or used for the product, and so it wouldn't continue growing any more bacteria on any of the other product. And then I was also told to soak the whole place down and clean up all the water once I was done. This is a semi-sustainable activity just because of how it relates to farming and the production of the food. I learned quite a bit about mushrooms and the health benefits that they have behind them, including strengthening of your immune system and fighting off cancer and anti-inflammatory and so much more. And then I wish one thing I wish I could have done was I wish I could have stayed there for longer. Let me move my guy. I wish I could have stayed there for longer. Got more work done relating to harvesting. That sounded like it would have been really fun. And I wish I could have changed up the ventilation in there because it was not good ventilation at all. It's very hard to breathe. Alright, then. My next one was heating and cooling. So I was assigned, I guess I wasn't really assigned. I went to a trailer park called Coronado Village, and I knew that they only turn on about half of the ACs and heating units, so I knew that the other half probably might need help, and I knew there were some elderly folks that needed help doing that, so I went over to Coronado Village to help these people to turn on their various AC units, or turn off their various AC units at this time, and turn on heating units. It's not a very sustainable activity just because I am the heating units are going to be using gas to run and all that, but I am helping my community, and I was able to talk with more people and just see a bunch of walks of life at the trailer park. And if I had the chance, I wish I would have started a little bit earlier, so it would have stayed a little bit cooler in the morning. That's okay. Alrighty, produce waste. Alright, so I was assigned, this was at Roadrunner Food Bank. I began at 1 p.m. and ended at 3:30. So I was assigned to sort through a bunch of food that was donated in produce, and I was supposed to throw away all of the bad food, anything that was rotting or expired, and it was supposed to last 4 more days on the shelf. So the bin that we were throwing all the food waste into also couldn't have any plastic in it because we were giving that food to pigs, and it was going to pig slop, so it wouldn't just be wasted. I would say this is very sustainable because, I mean, we're giving to our community and trying to help these people who are in need of this food, and B, we're not wasting the food and we're not just throwing it away. We're giving it, at least it's going to these pigs. And I think to improve my experience, I wish they would have kept the music on 98.5 because that station's really, really good. Alrighty, and then the last one was maintenance for the elderly, just general maintenance around the neighborhood for the elderly. I went to my grandmother's neighborhood and just walked door to door and just asked if people needed any maintenance work done. I mainly went to a lady named Carol. I fixed a bird fountain of hers. I replaced a front gate latch. And then I went to a gentleman named Clovis's house and I mowed his lawn, changed some light bulbs that he was uncomfortable getting. And I believe I turned off his AC unit as well. And these are theoretically sustainable just because I'm like helping my community and providing for the elderly people who can't do that kind of stuff, but not really in itself. It's not very sustainable. But the only thing I really learned was about music boxes because Carol had 3 placed around her houses and she just wanted to share that knowledge with me. And I would improve the activity by having better tools, so I could have probably done better and more hard and challenging work like retiling or fixing holes in the walls or little dents and whatever. I just didn't have the appropriate tools for that. So overall, doing these projects made me feel pretty good, and it makes me know that I'm giving back to my community in some sort of way. I've definitely already decided I'm going to continue doing Roadrunner Food Bank at least every week because I felt like I was doing the most there and it went by pretty fast. And it was really fun, I gotta admit. I also wish I would have taken more pictures because I just didn't take any pictures. I'm not that type of guy. So sorry about that, but it was a great time. I had a great time doing these community engagement activities. Thank you for watching. Thank you very much.